Welcome to Blooming Wildwood Homestead. Today we are going to take a look at how to preserve and dehydrate your apples to turn them from this into delicious snacks that you can take on the road with you, put in lunches, or just keep the apples for an extended period of time. It is apple season, and with that, a lot of people this time of year are going to the pumpkin patch, and a lot of pumpkin patches have both the opportunity to go ahead and pick up pumpkins as well as apples. And if you have some apple trees, even the espalier trees that I used to have at my urban homestead location, there would be a lot of apples, too many to use at one time. And depending on the type of apple, it might not really be a storage type of apple. So you can't just put it someplace cool and have it for an extended period of time. So an option to that can really be beneficial would be to dehydrate your apples. And I'm going to show you just how easy this is. It makes for a great lunchtime snack or after school snack, and it's just a great way to go ahead and preserve your apples so that you can have them long into the future. Let's get started. Once the apples are picked, I'm going to go ahead and peel these, and then we'll start slicing them and getting them into the dehydrator. Next up, we're going to go ahead and slice the apples. You want to try and get the slices as even as possible, just so that as they're dehydrating, they will dehydrate as even as possible. So we'll go ahead and core them, cut out any spots that are not great. Trying to relearn how to cut things in a safe manner. I'm not accustomed to having such sharp knives, and the last thing I want to do is cut myself and have to deal with that. So you can see here, we have a great little slice, not super thick, but not super thin. So it'll really dehydrate nicely and shouldn't take all that long. Once you have the apples in slices, we're going to go ahead and put them onto the dehydrating tray. All right, so I've left a little bit of space in between the apple slices, but otherwise they're pretty evenly spaced out there. And then after I finish filling the tray, I'll show you the next step. I think I messed up on my last clip, but what I did is I just took a little bit of cinnamon and sprinkled some over the top of the apples. You can either leave them plain and let them go from there, or you can choose to add a little touch of cinnamon. It's just a matter of your preference and what flavors you like. You might, if this is your first time doing it, I would recommend doing some without the cinnamon and some with, and just see what you like best. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the rest of my trays, and then we'll get this started. Our apples are all ready. Everything is good to go. I'm gonna leave them in the dehydrator probably overnight, maybe a little longer. You just kind of have to play this by ear. Depends on your dehydrator and the thickness of your apples as to how long they need to dehydrate. But let's check them out when they're done and go from there. So there you have it. It is super easy to make dehydrated apples. I hope that this was helpful to you. And if you have a few extra apples lying around, I hope that you will give this a try so that you can enjoy a snack or a great thing to be able to send with your kids for lunches or different things of that nature. So if today's video was helpful, please don't forget to click like and subscribe. And as always, can't wait to see you next time. Bye everyone.